going to deny that. We all know that it's true, parentheses, laughs. But a lot of studios out there love working with the Vita or are excited by the technical challenge of working with the Vita. When we do a project, we always say, are you open to doing a Vita version? And that's usually met with a positive. People really love that platform. It's the platform that could. End quote. I actually call it the little handheld that could. I think me and Gio Corsi would be fast friends, Govinda. And actually, I'd rather he be on this podcast.
Fuck you, man.
That's cool. It's cool.
I put my blood and sweat into this podcast.
I put my semen, my seed into it.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Upload, everyone. PS podcast upload.
Getting naughty. Getting naughty for all the big kids.
I'm actually, and this is off topic kind of, really want to play Banner Saga.
Oh, it's chill. I played it on PC.
Yeah, like a tactical RPG.
Yep. It's more just like that's actually kind of not great. The tactical side. It's not fantastic. The best part is like when you're not doing
the
that.
decisions.
Yeah, but it's just like these beautiful portraitures of landscape and your little convoy is just crossing them. And it's so epic. Like they'll just be going over mountains and like through forests and over lakes. And then that's where like things happen to them. And it's crazy. Like shit where, so you have, it's sort of Norse inspired and like it's the Norse end of the world, almost Ragnarok-ish. And these creatures are coming back. But you have these, like, giant people. I can't remember what they're called. But they're like...
Trolls?
No, they're just like big humans.
Hagrid?
Sort of. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
The Hagrids.
Yeah.
I'm going to call them Hagrids.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of not a bad name for like a race of people.
I feel like they're called the Veer or something, or some weird thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my little convoy is cruising along. A bunch of humans and a couple of them, one specifically, and a little text. They pop up as like sort of a text quest. Kind of pops up and it says an axle bursts on your supply wagon and it starts careening down a hill towards a cliff. And then I think you can either leave it or one of those giant dudes is close enough and he might be able to, because it's a big wagon, he might be able to like grab it. And I think I tried to have him do it. And not only was he not able to do it, it hit him and took him off the cliff as well. So, like, you lose a bunch of provisions and one of your best soldiers.
Permadeath?
In that sense, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's true permadeath. It might be.
Well, maybe not in combat, but just in that situation, it might be.
It's been like...
Actually, no, I feel like from what I've heard, that is the case.
I think it is permadeath. I played it a few years ago.
Yeah, no, I think in that it is, but I don't think combat's permadeath.
Real quick, I'm going to be a really shitty PlayStation fan next week, maybe. XCOM 2 comes out.
I'm not going to allow this.
I'm actually going to play the shit out of it.
I don't care.
And you know what? Your little shitty console can fuck off.
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, my God.
My loyalties are to the box.
What is happening to this?
Hey, it's not my fault.
Fucking fiasco.
XCOM 1 came to the console.
That's fine. You can talk about nothing, though.
I need XCOM 2.
It doesn't matter.
You want to talk about a big dick on a developer? That Jake Solomon, he doesn't give no shits. He just gives me the games I need.
I don't care if you play it.
I'm going to play it.
I just don't think you talk about it until they announce a PS4 version.
I'm going to fucking play it. And
that's fine.
Next week, you're going to be like, what have you been playing?
I'm not going to do that.
Well, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to answer myself and be like, XCOM. It's sick.
Shit. This is at each other's throats.
Hey, I'm having a good time. That's actually a beautiful little segue for this next little story, Govinda. Following a last-minute delay back in December, 2K Games has announced that Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution 2 Plus will now launch for the PS Vita later this year in both Europe and North America. No detailed explanation was given, and the game's Twitter account links us to the following statement on Facebook. Quote, "The team is hard at work making sure the title lives up to fans' expectations, and we appreciate your continued patience as we take the time needed to prepare the title for global release in 2016, end quote. Civilization Revolution 2 Plus was scheduled to launch on January 26, which is tomorrow, Govinda. Interesting. That's a very last minute pull on the plug.
Just obviously for all of you, we're recording this a day ahead of schedule.
Oh yeah.
It's Monday. I was hoping Kale would try and suspend that illusion.
I'm really bad at that.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to know how the sausage is made.
It comes out today.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
I've honestly never played a Civilization game for more than 10 minutes.
Oh, they're good. Oh, the connection there is Sid Meier. He's like very involved in XCOM.
I just thought it was because it was a PC game that is coming to console.
No, he's like an OG strategy guy.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I thought like the segue was more that it was a PC game.
Do you remember chimpanzee riding on a Segway?
Chimpanzee riding on a Segway. Chimpanzee riding on a Segway. Chimpanzee. Na 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 na. It's amazing. A cat. Round. Flush the toilet. It's a cat. Round. Flush the toilet.
That was my favorite one.
What's the other one? Something riding on a pig. Riding backwards on a pig.
I don't remember. I actually just don't remember.
Shit. Fuck. What is this anymore? What podcast are we recording?
I don't even know. The whiskey's catching up. It's beautiful though. It's
kind of hurting my throat.
Actually, cheers, dude. Cheers. It's been a nice doing this.
I wish we didn't. Yeah,
that was loud.
Really aggressive on your part.
I really wanted to just like smash my glass on yours. Any thoughts? Not really.
If you guys want to talk to us,
you can tweet at us at _PS.
Well, you really just hijacked me then. I was actually in the middle of that.
This is my podcast, Govinda. That trash you host over at the GoK Q&A.
I don't like this. I'm literally going to just put my I'm going to quit. We co-host these podcasts. Someone just does a rigmarole. That is the difference.
Someone hosts it a little bit more. just a little bit more.
I'm just not going to contribute to this anymore. I'm going to sit here near silence.
I would actually prefer that.
What are we talking about next?
I got one more news story, and this one's quite interesting. You give me that weird look again. You're going to be silent. I know how your mind works. You're going to mad dog me. I'm going to ask you something. You're just going to be a little petulant child about it. Govinda, while we don't expect anything official regarding Nintendo's new home console, codenamed the NX, until E3, a flurry of rumors have emerged online that suggests the hardware may work with smartphones, PCs, and even rival consoles such as PlayStation 4. Speculation began to run rampant following a tweet by Wall Street Journal reporter Takashi Mochizuki.
Trisha Tucker now.
You're a real piece of work.
I'm a piece of shit.
Echoing David Gibson's claim that the Big N's upcoming console/handheld hybrid could boast some form of integration with other third-party devices. Adding fuel to the fire was a marketing survey posted by research company GFK, which appears to detail some pertinent information relating to the Nintendo NX and its purported features. From 4K streaming to 60 frames per second support, the alleged info dump teases the way in which the gameplay will, quote, flow between Nintendo NX console and its handheld device, end quote. The jury's still out on what exactly Nintendo is cooking up for its spiritual successor to the Wii U, gunning to create a new experience that is unlike anything the company has designed before. There's plenty of possible avenues Nintendo NX could take, and we'll surely find out some tangible details at E3 2016. That was a big one. That really took it out of me. I see you with your dead clown eyes, refusing to comment. That dead air.
Go on, Cal, host. Host away, man.
Well,
real quick, did you just say how the handheld device will interact with the console? Is that referring to the PlayStation console or referring to the NX console?
It says, where was it? The alleged info dump teases the way in which the gameplay will flow between Nintendo NX console and its handheld device. Yeah, that's what it says.
So the NX will have a console?
I guess so.
This is not what I believe to be true.
I thought it was, just like a souped up 3DS.
I guess no one really knows what it is, but...
This is all speculation.
That disappoints me already.
Yeah.
I don't understand how this works now. Because in my mind, I didn't read this whole article when I saw it, but I didn't realize the NX had a console. I thought it was just a handheld device, and I was hoping...
Maybe it's got a box.
It's shit. I was hoping in my heart of hearts... I guess it has to if it's doing 4K.
Yeah, if it's going to be like a PS4, it has to.
But like, how does it work with a PS4 then? You know what I mean?
Honestly, I read this and I just didn't really think about it. I was just like, let alone the licensing stuff. Why would they jump in bed with Sony now?
But it's not even Sony. They just said that as an example. They said Sony and other consoles.
There's bad blood between Sony and Nintendo. Like, this is a big deal if this is the case.
There's bad blood from a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think that bad blood is well and truly over.
How about that song,
And I think...
Bad Blood? Do you remember that song?
Oh, we don't need to do this right now.
Okay.
I think that if Nintendo was to go under or stop doing thingos, and for some reason they made a deal with one company to publish games, it would probably be Sony, just because they're both Japanese companies.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know. This is interesting. I thought it was more interesting when I didn't realize I had a box. I thought it was just going to be a handheld and somehow I stream games to my PlayStation, which is like the dream.
I'm like halfway interested in this. If this like
halfway though.
If I can get trophies in Mario, we've talked about this. I'll be on board with that.
There won't be trophy support.
Why not?
Because that's got to be in the game. Unless...
Oh, no, I've read as well they're adding an achievement system.
But that would be a Nintendo achievement system, unless somehow, if it's connecting with a PlayStation or an Xbox, somehow it links their achievement system with trophies and achievements.
That'll happen. Like, the Banner Saga had Steam achievements, and they're the same trophies.
That's different because they're remaking the game for PS4. They're porting it over. You're not playing a native Nintendo game on the PS4. I see what you mean. You know what I mean?
I see what you mean. Yep.
They'd have to port the Nintendo game over with the PlayStation trophies,
which they'll never do.
Unless they go under, which is I'm still kind of banking on.
Really crossing the fingers on that one.
I'm interested, but I was interested in the Wii U.
Yeah, we all got burnt by that one.
And then I saw that gamepad and was like, "What is this toy?"
It was garbage. I feel like when the Wii U sort of got announced, I mean, like, I jumped ship because I bought just a Wii, and I was like, this is going to be great. I'm going to, like, play all my games on
Motion controls.
Holy shit, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry. We all had some good times, but it really just didn't cut it. Like, up against even, like, a PS3. I was like, this is not what I wanted. Just kept getting these garbage versions of games. And
that's why there's no third-party support, because they want their game to be the best it can be, and then you have to downgrade everything.
Oh my god, the Spider-Man's the one that sticks out for me. It was just me, like, just a fool sitting in my bedroom swinging. I was like, this will be cool. For the first 10 minutes, it was. 5-10 hours later, I'm still swinging my arms around.
That was just an expensive toy.
It really was.
So I want this to be good, but I also secretly want them to fail so I can make the game of my dreams.
Nice segue, Govinda.
Yeah, I like that. But I'm not even done talking about it, so I wish I didn't segue.
It was too good to use there.
And I wonder what... it's very vague, and it's all rumors. Wonder you'd think they're going to release this thing. Sorry, this is now a Nintendo podcast, just for like.
No, this is fine because it might be pertinent. E3 seems like they really a lot of
like get it out for holiday this year.
Yeah, the rumors are it's coming this year.
Yep, it needs to. We use awful.
Oh, it's just tanking.
Hey, just on a real quick side note about like Japan and Xbox.
Yep.
Did you hear the news that Xbox sold 99 Xbox Ones last week in Japan?
I totally believe it. Like, you go into a game store in Japan and it's just wall-to-wall PlayStation and Nintendo, to be fair.
That's crazy.
And then there's just this weird little green Xbox section.
It's like 17 million people in Tokyo or something. Or in Japan, sorry. Maybe even more.
150 million.
150 million people in Japan.
Yeah.
Maybe 17 million in Tokyo all of a sudden, actually. That's probably not too
I think it's
inaccurate.
Yeah, I think it's about 15.
Yeah.
Or maybe,
the population of Australia in one city. Nice.
It's pretty wild. A city...
I can't believe you only sold 99 consoles in a week. And I think PlayStation still sold like 25,000. Wii U sold heaps. 3DS is still by far the best selling. Vita did actually pretty well there.
Yeah, I feel like the Vita's almost getting a second wind. It's not. I know that, but I feel like...
You know there's something not quite right when PSPs are still selling in Japan.
Oh, they'll never stop. It's so cool, the like PSP sections. There's so many games you've never heard of. You know what I really appreciate? They do like a proper wall of strategy guides just for so many games. And like even old games, there's just so many.
My strategy guide, google.com.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's all I need. I don't need to spend $50 on a book that I look at once and then never again.
My Fallout Vault. My Fallout 4 one. I opened that like twice. It just sits upstairs.